They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this carries into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 27, Cousins. Caught on the right side by Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Vikings first down.
Now Michel. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
On the ground, Michel. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down now, Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
On the ground is Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Cousins. The left side completion to Jones. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Gay's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love, they go play action now. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant pushing his way inside the 40. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Complete.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards. And the Vikings.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, Michel. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. This is Michel on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Muhammad, the ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our